Yeah, I'm back. What? Kill? Why are you going back to Velma? Why are you going back to Velma? I thought you said you was done. I was done. I wasn't going back to Velma to save nobody's motherfucking life, but I kind of looked at my last Velma video and I got 928 views. So I went back to re-roast this garbage. What do I think about the episode? It sucked. It sucked. It's horrible. This episode felt like a waste of fucking time. It feels like you take filler, you put filler inside that filler, you wrap it up and then feed it to some more filler. This episode accomplished nothing. It didn't advance the story. There was barely any character development. It was a big waste of time. This whole episode was about Daphne and Velma coming to terms with their feelings with each other. And instead of just talking out like normal people, they instead fight it out. Like, this episode was made by retards. I'm just gonna be blunt up. You gotta be just retarded to like this show, to like what they're doing to these characters. I watched this episode last night. I was supposed to hop on and immediately make a review, but instead I hopped on my Xbox, played Halo 3, went to sleep, because that was more worth my time, and I wanted to watch the taste on my mouth. I took notes. This episode was so bad, I took specific notes of certain things that happened in this episode. Let's go through it. So, as you know, last time we ended off with Daphne and Velma being gay for each other, making out. Because, of course, Daphne and Velma are gay for each other. And we learned last episode that kissing someone while they're having a panic attack actually solves the issue. How does that work? I don't fucking know. So, Velma... It's just kind of loud. Hold on. Velma is still simping over Daphne. She wants to fuck her, and she just does some weird shit, like, and she's overweight for some reason. Mindy Kaling, are you saying all Indian or brown girls are fat and ugly? Is that what you're saying? Okay. So she goes to a lot of antics and bullshit. She feeds the cat some bullshit and attacks her dad. Don't care. She meets with the Sugar, and then Sugar says, I saw you two kiss. She denies it, and then says that she got her dad's case file from Daphne, so she wants Sugar's help to talk to Fred, because Fred might know what happened to her mom. So, Sugar, here's the thing I didn't get. Sugar, I know it's Norville, but I call him Sugar, nigga Shaggy, Sugar. Sugar has a black mom and a white dad, yet he looks like this. Does this look like someone who's biracial? I'm sorry, I met a lot of biracial guys in my day, and they at least look half white. I mean, you can tell I'm fully black, I'm African. Does this nigga look like he's fucking half white? No! So, Sugar, his mom is the principal, and his dad is the counselor. This episode's bad, y'all. I literally forgot almost everything that happened in it. So they make like a joke about like, why doesn't the guys have to take don't assault the like the principal is saying all the females in the school are going to take self-defense classes due to the recent murders, and then one of the stupid ass bitches say, oh, why don't the men take don't hurt women classes? Because I'm trying so hard not to, try to stop toxic masculinity in the school with the budget we have. Shut the fuck up. Garbage. Woke trash. Like it was horrible. Of course the principal is black. So Sugar and Velma skip school with the principal looking straight at them, and she does nothing about it. Nothing. What kind of principal are you to let your own son skip school? You're garbage. Like, this show just lacks logic. If you're wondering why I'm not pissed off and raging this time, it's because I'm approaching it in a different way. Last time I approached it, I was pissed off. This time, I'm chilling. I mean, I'm not gonna let this shit piss me off too much, right? So, of course, Fred is being a beta in prison. Shiga and Velma try to visit Fred in prison, doesn't go right. And then they start having self-defense classes. Velma still wants to fuck Fred, even though he's a virgin incel, and he's racist as hell. I don't get that. Fred is everything Velma hates in a person, but yet she wants to fuck him. And there is a joke later this episode that is so racist, but since Fred is white, it's okay. The fact that nowadays being racist towards white people is okay. If they're white and they're rich, it's fine. It's stupid. I hated that joke. So Daphne and Velma still want to fuck each other. They talk it out, but instead it goes wrong. And then Daphne beats the shit out of almost everybody. And then dumb tournament, Daphne cheats. Daphne actually almost kills somebody. I don't care, skipping through. Shiga becomes a counselor. They do like a stupid dumb tournament, and then Daphne literally takes a pen and presumably murders someone with her parents right there looking at her. They're police officers, right? Witnessing their daughter commit assault, attempt to murder, and they do nothing. So her lesbian parents, who are cops, are incompetent. So are you saying that gay women are incompetent as cops, show? Is that what you're saying? Oh, wow. All right. I mean, they're just fucking stupid. So Shiga's dad gives him a stupid coat that lets him pretty much, it's a true serum coat. That's the best way I'm putting it. Shiga talks to Fred, tries to get information, but Fred doesn't know much. Velma steals Daphne's diary and starts to reveal certain things in it and makes fun of Daphne's mental health. Of course, that's not funny. This is the only thing I agree with the show. It's not funny to make fun of fucking mental health. So everyone turns against her. And then Daphne literally kicks Velma so hard, she ricochets off the wall and she starts bleeding. You can see her blood splatter on the wall. And yet, Velma has to apologize to Daphne. Why? She assaulted me. She broke my fucking back. Fuck that bitch. Like, this episode, it's filler. It's a waste of fucking time. So Shiga's still simping for Velma. Who cares? Fred and his goons break out. Daphne and Velma make up. They want to fuck each other, but they don't. They just want to stay friends and then just talk it out like normal people. Semi-normal people. In the car, Velma and Shaggy say it's okay that Fred was wrongly convicted because he's white and he's rich, so who cares? He said, doesn't it make you happy that a rich white boy is wrongfully accused for something he didn't do and is rotting in jail? No, because it's wrong. What is up with these these writers and their hate for white people? Why do you hate white? What is up with modern Hollywood and their hate for white men, even though white men run Hollywood? You hate white men so much, but they're the ones signing off your fucking checks and hiring you to write these shows. Why? Why did you turn Shaggy black and make him into a total dumb fuck simp? Why did you destroy that character? Why did you race swap Velma, Mindy Kaling, so she could look like you and have the same race as you? It's sad because Mindy Kaling and whoever is the voice actress for Daphne, they have good voices for these characters. If only they were actually voicing these characters truly. If they were actually voicing the true versions of these characters that stay true to the source material, I would have been okay with it, because their voices aren't that bad. Daphne's voice actress isn't bad at all. She has a good Daphne voice. And another thing, why does Daphne have two gay parents if one of her gay parents looks just like her and resembles her? Would it have been more interesting if her mom, her biological mother, divorced her dad who was Asian and then married another woman? And then Daphne grew up always trying to look and hunt down her father, similar to how Velma is trying to look and hunt down her mother. That would have been an interesting plot line. But they don't think that fucking far ahead, because this show is trash. I'm not done talking about this show. Hell no, Velma. You don't escape me, nigga. You lucky I'm not getting the championships out. And at the end, they start to show pictures of Daphne, who is presumably underage, sexualizing the fuck out of her. Disgusting. And then Suga's mom is revealed to be a fucking mental patient or some shit. I don't fucking know. Don't care. I'm gonna wait until the second episode. I am not watching 3 and 4 in succession. I have to take 5 breaks during this shit. Okay? 5. Super. I don't even take 5 breaks reviewing Dragon Ball Super. Again, this is the worst shit I have ever seen in my life. Ever. Dragon Ball Evolution is better. I'd rather watch Heroes, and y'all know how much I hate that. I'm done. This episode was a 0. Whatever the fuck out of 10. Fuck this episode. Fuck this show. I'm done. I'll be back with episode, 4 or 5? Don't give a fuck. Voice of Voice is signing off. Fuck this show.